In this video we're going to be checking out the top 5 best food dehydrators in this year. I made this list based on products' features, online popularity, consumers' reviews, brand reputation, prices and more. I've included options for every type of consumer. If you want more information and updated pricing on the products mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description down below. Okay, so let's get started with the video. To get us started, our top pick is the Excalibur 3926TB. This dehydrator has copious tray square footage in its cavernous cabinet. So much space that it's nearly twice as big as the next largest machine we tested. For cooks that are doing tons of food preserving, the square footage is a luxury. The mesh-lined trays make the cleanup of sticky food bits reasonably straightforward. Because they can be removed, soaked and scrubbed, if needed, and cleaned in the dishwasher or sink. More importantly, this model produced the most consistent positive results for texture, evenness, and flavor across all test foods. A key factor to such outcomes is the 3926TB's relatively accurate temperatures, particularly at the high and low ends of the temperature range. While the 3926TB's tray space is a boon to the high-volume cook, the external dimensions can burden those with limited storage space. Also, cleanup is complicated due to the interior plastic's rough texture, which is hard to wipe down. Lastly, the markings on the knobs are imprecise, which may explain some of the inaccuracies that we observed in the middle temperature ranges. Despite these shortcomings, the Dehydrator is a noble machine for both casual and intensive dehydrating. What we like about this dehydrator: 1. Cavernous internal capacity. 2. Easy to clean trays. 3. Consistent food outcomes. Coming up next, we have the Kosori food dehydrator machine. The Kosori sports a timeless good look. It has brushed stainless steel, with black plastic facing and digital controls. In addition to its aesthetic design, the middling tray square footage combined with a relatively limited footprint makes it more likely to claim a permanent spot on your kitchen counter. The machine also has accurate temperature and timer settings and a metal interior that is relatively painless to clean. Overall, the Kosori is pretty easy to clean, though its metal racks pose some problems. While we like that the racks are sturdy, their weaved wire surface has a texture that allows food to easily bond to them during the dehydrating process. Unfortunately, the remnant food stuck to the racks can be tough to remove. Our only other complaint is that we could not get satisfactory beef jerky results using the manufacturer's recipe. But we suspect that a little tweaking of the temperature and timing would likely remedy this issue. All told, this machine benefits far outweigh having to occasionally soak the metal racks. What we like about this dehydrator: 1. Spot-on temperature controls. 2. Easy to wipe down interior. 3. Sharp look. Next up we have the Hamilton Beach 32100A. This is a rectangular stackable food dehydrator that offers consumers both value and consistent performance. The size and shape of the trays provide plenty of square footage and make cleanup straightforward. Additionally, the temperature and time settings are easy to use. While setting the 32100A's timer and the temperature is intuitive, the digital display rounds up to the nearest hour. This unusual feature creates situations where there could be 1 hour and 1 minute remaining on the timer. But the timer readout would indicate that 2 hours remained. Additionally, the durability of the racks is questionable, as they are relatively thin and flexible. Finally, we found the internal temperature to be one of the most inconsistent in the class. However, these shortfalls do not add up to an inferior product. On the contrary, we consider the 32100A to be a great value. What we like about this dehydrator: 1. Easy to wipe down. 2. Inexpensive. 3. Adjustable capacity. 4. Simplistic user interface. Coming up next, we have the Presto 06301 Dehydro. This is an excellent machine for cooks preserving food in smaller batches or less frequently. Our testing revealed a product that produced consistent results across all food types and was straightforward to clean. Best of all, it has a modular design that allows adjustability in capacity and storage dimensions. The consumer can add or remove the Presto's trays to accommodate the amount of food being processed, and extra trays are available for purchase if one wants to increase their batch size. When the job is complete, the trays can be nested to reduce the unit's height. While we found the tray design effective overall, we think that the spacing between the tray slats is a bit wide, as smaller morsels can fall through the cracks. Additionally, the user has to reset both temperature and timer to add time to the clock, which can be counterintuitive. Despite these relatively minor annoyances, this machine is simple to operate, reasonably priced, and reliable. Thus, the Presto is an excellent pick for most home kitchens. What we like about this dehydrator: 1. Consistent dehydration results. 2. Relatively easy to clean. 3. Compact storage dimensions. 4. Accurate temperature control. Our final pick is the Nesco Snackmaster Pro. This is a stacked dehydrator whose capacity can be augmented with the purchase extra trays from the manufacturer. The Snackmaster Pro's basic design is unique, as the fan is on the top of the machine as opposed to the bottom. Another distinct feature is the flexible trays. These features make cleanup much easier, as no food juices drip down onto the fan, and the trays can roll to break any adhesion that may have occurred with the food. While the fan's location and the tray's flexibility ease the cleanup burden, these features also create problems. The fan's position makes checking on the drying process difficult, because one must remove the fan and then remove each tray to check each level. It is also unclear if the flexible trays will stand the test of time, as they are quite thin. Despite these shortcomings, the Snackmaster Pro is a solid device that renders tasty results all at a reasonable price. What we like about this dehydrator: 1. Simple design. 2. Inexpensive. 3. Adjustable capacity.